Hello, trading has closed on March the 11th, 2024. Let's start with our disclaimer before we go over our calls and then make some predictions. It's my trading plan for tomorrow. It's March 12th, 2024. Please trade at your own risk. My calls can be wrong. Call for the pattern with the early low. That's this. We had our high on Friday. At the time, we had identified based on other people's work. I said what the ideal situation would be a gap and a prompt move under Friday's low, although I didn't have anything that required it. And that's what happened. Here's what we said. Didn't really make a specific call as for how we closed, and turned out to be lucky because we closed essentially unchanged. Tomorrow's pattern is the one with the early high, but we have a lower target, 5108.59. If we don't gap up smartly, that's my call, but futures are up smartly as I'm recording this, so be forewarned. Well, MEJT says this target's going to print because this rally, in its view, is not the real thing. We still need this trend line to break for real confirmation that we've called the top here, or I should say other people call the top. Until that breaks, no matter how things look, you just can't have a great degree of confidence. When you got a big move like this, you want to break it with some sort of authority, and even though we have a reversal bar and confirmation, we haven't broken this yet. Well, this is the count I have. It was hard for me to make a clean count for 5 waves up. We had 3, and if that's the right count, we're in the 4th wave. So let's just look at this from Friday's high in a smaller time frame. Well, this is the cleanest count I came up with. There's an A. Here's an ABC. C is exactly equal to A. We have a lower MEJT target, so everything is fine for wave blue C down, as long as this holds. The catch is futures are up as I'm recording this, and this whole thing might fall apart. Now, of course, C doesn't have to equal 8. It won't change the general idea. If we trade up, B can be someplace else. But it's still, before I'm willing to go all in, I'd like to see that trend line break, and I'd like a cleaner count that says we're in a strong move down. I think that's what's going on, but you can't be sure at this point. Well, tomorrow's pattern has yearly high, which doesn't tell us where we open. The consumer price index report comes out before the open. I just can't predict the response to major economic reports with any degree of accuracy, and I just wait to see what happens after the report. Now, there is a lower target. Unless we get up smartly, rules call for it to print. But again, futures are up smartly as I'm writing this, so we could gap up. If we gap down smartly after the report, or whatever the report says, if we gap down smartly, undercut this, we should be making an ABC for wave 4, go up in wave 5. This should hold. Everything plays out. But I don't like to risk any money before these reports come out. And if we stay up as we are now, it's probably still in the 4th wave. But until we break this line, even though everything's playing out fine, and I think that's what's going on, till you get some confirmation, you can always fail, and I think it's important to realize to risk one's money when all the cards are lined up, and so far most of them are. We just need that break. And if we get it, I think there's a clear path lower, although there should be a 5th wave up. If we don't get it, this isn't the 4th wave, then you have to go back to the drawing board. So we have to wait to see the response to the CPI report. We have a lower target, 5108.59. We don't gap up smartly, I'm playing for that. But if it is a fourth wave, it should reverse at some point. And that's today's call.